sticking out. The mast is coming out. Well, the cables are tied up. Hold on, stop.
Inside the mast, I don't think it's going to clear, is it?
We should be able to see through like that. We might be alright. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, because if we
If it pins, the guy is not going to hear you in time before you rip this up.
I don't think the cables are gonna fit through that hole, honey. I think it's gonna rip the cable.
You need 5 minutes.
Do you think that's gonna have enough clearance for the radar? Mast is out. Look at how nasty that is. Gross.
Yes, also tomorrow. He has time tomorrow as well. I think it's enough work as it is.
I like it.
It's a beautiful December day.
Tell me what happened.
The mast came out.
Now that the mast was out, we decided to rebuild the tent to a more forgiving structure, partly because our last frame was attached to the mast for support, and since no longer there, we had a gap to fill. Now we'll be able to cover the entire boat, which means we'll be able to completely seal it and prevent any water from getting in. Hopefully.
Was hier oben was? Das hier. Sägespäne? Ja. Alter, Fissel, Alter. Sägespäne da hoch.
But what about this big hole in the back?
Well, this is where we're gonna put the stairs actually. So this is gonna stay open. We put the stairs there with a little roof, like we extend this roof over the stairs. You know? And the stairs come up this side. And then it's always gonna stay open so it bends. Mega. I gotta tie this off because
It's lifting already. Uh-oh, here it goes. We're gonna look for some boat parts. We crossed the border into the States to go to a picket part to see if we could salvage anything for our boat. You need boat parts? They got them. So we waited 2 hours in line this morning to drive approximately 30 minutes south to Washington State in Linden. So yeah, this is where we are in Linden, seeing what we can find. boats everywhere. It's kind of sad.
Huh?
Christoph found bilge pump handles
Well,
already.
Did you go into this one container where everything is sorted?
Hey!
Here we go. Dude, this place is amazing.
Amazing? Never seen so much scrap on one place.
Wow, so many parts. And what did Stephanie find?
A kitty life jacket.
Oh, of course you find a kitty life jacket.
Yep. Always thinking about my little kitties. So, guess what I found?
The Bavaria.
The only new one that there was. All the other ones are faded and old.
Really? 'Cause no one's flying now.
Christoph is actually from Bavaria, the largest land state in Germany, known for its pristine countryside, clean air, and wealth of culture.
And did you guys find anything good over here or what?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really.
Well, here we are at the Linden Boat Wrecker. These guys have a little bit of everything. And a whole bunch of a lot.
There's Todd here. Welcome to the 21st century.
Welcome to the 21st century.
You go for
No
dinner,
Wi-Fi
you
here.
go for dinner, and everybody stares at their phones.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Go for dinner and somebody's So I definitely want to bring it up.
Traveler.
We unfortunately don't have the two hatches here. We have one.
Well, we can definitely make some.
But here can
You have the
see-
sawzall. We're gonna make those hatches.
Yeah.
But it's kind of nice. Honestly.
It's December 15th. The boys have been working on removing the engine.
Alternator, positive. Actually, that should be a plus.
This is gonna be really easy to remember after.
Don't worry, guys. This is how you label your engine 101. Thank you to the channel. Welcome to the channel.
I get it out of here.
So we
start
think
cleaning.
that the water cooling system, which uses salt water, was dripping down this side of the engine, and that is why it is so rusty. So this thing's coming out. And it's not going back in.
It's not going back. I made that decision already.
It's gone. It's actually unbelievable how dirty this boat is. Something that we couldn't really see when the engine was in. I mean, we could see it was dirty, but this was under the engine, and this is actually pieces of the engine. Surprisingly, the engine actually was still working. Now that the engine's out, we can start cleaning. Looking much better. I'm gonna do a little bit more cleaning up here. All the wires are caked in grease. Gonna clean all of those. We're gonna pull them out.
Very nice. Alright, we are back at the boatyard for another weekend of refitting YARREH. In the back of me, that's Buster. So I've done 6 hours of sanding yesterday on removing the gel coat. I'm going to show you what that looks like. That's with the gel coat on, and that's without the gel coat. So definitely take some time with the sander and the roughest sandpaper you can find, and just going at it. So you can definitely see all the blisters that we have to fix afterwards. Yeah, something what they call osmosis, and it definitely needs to be done if that's the issue you have in your fiberglass boat. So stay tuned. This is going to be off in no time.
Look at this spanking new brand spanking new
Sprankin'.
spanking handle. Can you show us what it looks like?
And if you want to know what it looks like when it's stained, you just take some water and apply it to the piece. You should look at it and not make a picture.
Okay.
You don't want to look, you want to hang with you.
Oh wow. What are you guys gonna do with your outdoor teak? Are you gonna oil it or seat haul it?
I don't know.
This is what they start like. And this is what they finish like.
Each weekend, we drove almost 130 kilometers to the boat through the windy mountain pass known as the Sea to Sky Highway. It took us approximately 2 hours each way without traffic. During the process of this rebuild, the kilometers accumulated an astronomical amount, and we could have driven across Canada several times. But for us, it was worth it. It was our escape out of the snowy, cold, high alpine to the warmer temperatures of Richmond, which lie on the Fraser River. The boatyard was usually our escape out of the snow.
So last week, Vancouver has gotten over a foot of snow, which you can still see the remnants here of the snow. There was a lot, so much that our tent collapsed. So there was a little bit of water leakage, but we got it all fixed up now. As you can see, this is our mast that we took off in December just before Christmas, and we got to clean that up still. But the last few weeks, Christoph has been working really hard to sand our entire hull. So he's been really successful. Check it out. So we've actually, you can see this is the side that's done. That's all sanded right back to the fiberglass. This side still has to be done. The front half is already done, so about another quarter to do. And it's way easier to see the blisters, and we're gonna have to fix those all out, grind them out, and re-fiberglass. But it's gonna be looking really good after we do that. And as for the top on the deck, everything's cleaned up. It still hasn't been resealed yet because we are still working on cleaning all the components, but we're getting. So you can see we have to do some repairs before we can put the mast back on. Lots of other things to do before the mast goes on, but we have to clean up the hatches so those guys can go in. And then we have to buff and polish the entire deck. And once that's done, then we can start putting everything back on. And then the windows have to come out after.
All the parts were in the ultrasonic cleaner for half an hour on 60 degrees with some vinegar and a little bit of soap just to break the surface tension from the water. And then in this cycle we actually mixed a little bit of baking soda in there to see if it would make a difference. So let's just take the whole thing out right now. Have it, guys. Brand new boat hardware from the ultrasonic cleaner.
You just changed.
While you were shaking your arm.
Those ones? Well, this is Christoph's choice of sunglasses, and we're getting them ready because we're about to go to Mexico to meet wander sailing. It is cold and rainy,
And it's 4 in the morning.
and we just drove 4 hours and it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mexico.
Mexico.
Mexico! We can already picture ourselves in 25 degrees on the beach eating tacos. So, what are you planning on working on this weekend?
Taking the shitter out. Yeah.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It's one free, easy way you can help support this channel. Thanks for watching.
GoPro against GoPro. GoPro fight. GoPro fight. Fight. Where's my plastic hammer? Why is there so many questions?
You look out, perplex. Not bad.
And we're about to be splashed. Just kidding. Oh, hello guys. Made possible by the weasel.